If you've reached your 60s, 70s, or even your early 80s, and you're someone who walks every single day, believing that it's enough to keep your legs strong for the long run, I want you to pause for a moment and really listen to what I'm about to say, because this message might be the most important turning point for your mobility, balance, muscle strength, and long-term independence. Many people over the age of 60 assume that daily walking alone is all that's necessary to maintain powerful legs, stable joints, and a confident stride. But the truth is far different, and ignoring this truth is the reason so many seniors slowly start noticing weakness that seems to appear out of nowhere. If you've ever wondered why your legs feel tired even though you walk regularly, why standing up from a low chair feels harder than it used to, why climbing stairs leave you breathless, or why your balance feels less stable than it did just a few years ago, the answer is surprisingly simple. Walking is excellent for endurance, for your cardiovascular system, for your circulation, and even for your mental well-being, but it is not, and never has been, a muscle-building exercise and without. Muscle-building stimulus your legs naturally lose strength year after year. Countless older adults believe they're doing everything right, but they get caught in a silent trap where they stay active without actually challenging their muscles enough to keep them strong. And this leads to weakness, frailty, instability, and an increased risk of falls, knee problems, and difficulty performing everyday tasks like lifting groceries or stepping over obstacles. Research from multiple health and aging journals, including long-term studies on seniors' mobility and muscle physiology, shows clearly that individuals who rely solely on walking maintain their endurance, but do not significantly increase leg power, leg strength, or functional capacity. Walking works the heart, not the muscles responsible for lifting your body, standing up with control, catching your balance when something unexpected happens, or stabilizing your joints when your foot slips or the ground is uneven. And that's why you might notice that even with daily walking habits, your legs sometimes feel shaky, your thighs feel weak, or your knees seem like they need extra support. But the good news is this: it is absolutely possible and scientifically proven to rebuild leg strength after 60, 70, 80, and even 90 years old. Your age does not restrict your ability to regain muscle power. Only the type of exercises you perform determines whether your legs remain strong or continue weakening. So let's talk about the movements that truly build leg strength for seniors. Exercises that target the muscles walking doesn't challenge deeply enough. Exercises that require no equipment, can be done at home, support joint health, and are safe even for people with arthritis, stiffness, low stamina, or long gaps in exercise. The first and most important movement, often called the king of lower body exercises for older adults, is the sit-to-stand, or what many physiotherapists refer to as the functional squat. This exercise directly strengthens the quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, hips, and stabilizing muscles that control your balance and your ability to get up from chairs, climb steps, or catch yourself if you begin to fall. The movement is simple, but incredibly powerful. Sit on a sturdy chair, position your feet hip-width apart, place your chest up, lean forward slightly, and stand up using your legs, not momentum. Then sit back slowly and with control. This slow lowering is what builds real strength. Start with 8 to 12 repetitions, perform 2 sets, and rest as needed. Clinical research from respected health institutions shows seniors who practiced sit-to-stand exercises for several weeks increased lower body strength by more than 40%, which is far beyond what walking alone can achieve. If you have difficulty at first, use your hands for support and gradually progress to doing it without assistance. You'll be amazed at how quickly your legs start feeling more powerful, more stable, and more alive. The second essential exercise is the heel raise, an underrated but extremely effective movement for building calf strength, which is crucial for balance, walking power, pushing off from the ground, and preventing falls. Most people don't realize that the calves act like shock absorbers and stabilizers for you. Your entire lower body. Weak calves increase fall risk dramatically because they can't help your body correct itself when your center of gravity shifts suddenly. To perform the heel raise, stand beside a wall or chair for support. Lift your heels slowly until you're standing on your toes. Pause briefly, then lower them with control. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions in 2 sets. Studies on senior mobility show that strengthening the calf muscles can reduce fall risk by up to 30%. And considering how common falls become after age 60, this tiny exercise has a massive impact. Walking does not adequately strengthen the calves because your feet stay flat and the movement doesn't require your calves to work through the full range of motion the way heel raises do. Doing this daily makes your legs feel lighter, your walk more stable, and your confidence noticeably higher. The third exercise you need in your routine, especially if you experience knee discomfort, stiffness, or weakness, is the seated leg extension, an extremely safe, joint-friendly movement that improves knee stability, strengthens your quadriceps, the muscles in front of your thighs, and helps restore mobility. Sit tall on a sturdy chair, straighten one leg slowly, hold at the top for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower it gently. Repeat 10 to 12 times per leg for 2 sets. This exercise is commonly used in physical therapy programs because it targets the exact muscles responsible for supporting the knee joint and reducing discomfort during standing, walking, or climbing stairs. Clinical rehabilitation research shows leg extensions outperform walking when it comes to reducing knee pain and improving joint control, especially in older adults. Now, let's tie everything together. Walking has tremendous health benefits. It helps control weight, improves cardiovascular health, boosts mental clarity, reduces stress, and enhances mood, but does not provide the resistance or mechanical tension needed to build strong muscles. If your goal is to stay independent in your 70s, remain powerful in your 80s, and walk with confidence in your 90s, then incorporating these simple, strength-focused movements is absolutely essential. Leg strength is what allows you to rise from chairs easily, move through your day without fear of falling, climb stairs without holding your breath, bend and lift objects safely, and maintain the freedom to do what you love without depending on others. Most people do not lose leg strength because of age. They lose it because they stop challenging their muscles in meaningful ways. Your muscles respond to resistance at any age, and the body is far more adaptable than most people realize. What matters is consistency, proper movement, and gradually increasing the challenge as your strength improves. These 3 exercises, sit to stand, heel raises, and seated leg extensions, create a complete lower body strengthening routine for seniors, targeting every major muscle group of the legs while protecting the joints, enhancing stability, and supporting long-term mobility. You don't need a gym, you don't need weights, and you don't need hours of time. You simply need commitment, patience, and a willingness to take the first step. Start small, do what you can, and increase repetitions gradually. The difference you will feel in just a few weeks may shock you. Stronger thighs, better balance, improved stability, reduced knee pain, and a renewed sense of control of your movements. If you know someone who still believes walking alone is enough to build leg strength, share this message with them. Because the truth is simple. Endurance is not strength, and without strength the body slowly loses its ability to move with confidence. One simple change, adding these exercises, can protect your independence for decades. Your future self will look back on today and thank you for choosing strength, choosing mobility, and choosing a healthier, more powerful life.